Okay. Let me close some tabs. And let me try to find my issue. Oh, that didn't work out. I'm trying to close tabs. Now I'm sharing my Slack screen. Oh, okay. I'm trying to go to can't. Nope, that's not how you spell it. What is it called? Autocomplete. Yes. So here's the issue. Can't select comment autocomplete suggestions with keyboard. So if you're here, you start typing something, and I'm trying to. You see,
you tried to do enter and then it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really frustrating.
Oh.
Because I like really depend on this without realizing.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is related, but just for context, something recently went in where if you like highlight a word and then you surround it with backticks, quote, like single quote, double quote, parentheses, brackets, I think that was it. It'll wrap.
Yeah.
And I don't know if an enter thing might have got caught in there.
I've noticed this new behavior. Do you happen to have the MR for that, or?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, if you could share the MR to it, maybe we can just.
I am probably like 90% sure that's not it, but it's something that was touched recently in the issue.
No, that kind of thing though is. I was trying to look through just lists of MRs to see what could have possibly introduced something like this, and I'm kind of thinking it may have to do with our underlying library that we use for this container stuff, because I just can't. I wasn't able to find anything that really stuck out to me, and I tried pinging on Slack, see if anybody's seen anything, and so. But I think I'm gonna check out master and work off of that, or I'm not in a Git repository right now. Oh gosh.
What I was kind of thinking was it had to do with like missing like key down event handler, or a key down event handler that's getting blocked, because it seems like none of the key down events are working, like enter, up, down.
I know.
And then so then I was looking at like there's like the shortcut plugin that we use, and I was trying to see if like there are any shortcuts that were recently added, because I thought maybe that might be it, but I didn't really get anywhere.
Yeah, there's one change to that file that had to do with like the way we load emojis that I noticed, and I tried like reverting those commits and seeing if it fixed, and I was still able to recreate the issue with those commits reverted. So I'm really at a loss, which is why, hey, Scott's like, it could be this MR. I'm like,
yeah, definitely.
I hope it's that MR.
Paul, I just slacked it to you.
Okay.
The only reason I know about it is because I reviewed it. So this is 100% my fault.
It's 100% your fault if that is the case.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I get these weird like one-off behaviors like this in other parts of the application that I can't reproduce, and I'm like, that's definitely like it's breaking my workflow, and then I can't seem to get it back, and it's like everything has to be.
Can you ping it? Can you add it to the front end pairs thread that we're on?
Sure.
Okay. Thanks. Let me see if I got the GDK doing its thing. I got my IP addresses showing up. It's doing some database migrating. While that's going, let's check out this merge request. Okay, we got big text, little text. Okay. All right.
So it's like, it's add markdown listeners. So here's a listener on key down, and then it's evaluating.
It's promising.
Yeah. Mm, mm, mm.
Oh man. That'll do it. This
Really?
is what I was looking for, because that's going to turn it off for
Oh
all
yeah.
this.
Wait. Oh my god. Oh no.
I think let's try to recreate it, fix it. Scott, I am so freaking glad you were on this call. Oh, good.
Providing value is my middle name.
We're gonna
Wow,
totally
that's super random.
spin this story as
Well, maybe we
Scott,
should stop recording this then.
Scott saved us. You could really get like a there's a psychological term for it. I don't know it, but it's like a superhero complex where you like create the issues that everyone's
Oh
thought
yeah.
about
Yeah,
just so
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
come in
yeah,
and
yeah.
solve it. That's kind of what's happening here.
Now you're just telling everyone my secrets.
Oh gosh, that really might be it. Oh, okay. Let's see. My heart is
Yeah, I didn't even think that removed markdown. Yeah, I didn't even think that.
yeah, and that's is a really tough thing. And so this is I think what's hard though is that this isn't all the time. So when does
Right.
remove markdown listeners happen?
That's a great point. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
Well, I
That
mean,
makes sense.
remove. It's in GL forms when clear event listeners is called. So when you, when is this called? On destroy. Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out over here. So remove markdown listeners, GL form.
Yeah, there.
Clear event listeners.
So it's on destroy, but when's destroy being called?
Oh, here it is.
Oh, there it is.
Wait, before we start, never mind. That's not it. I guess this is something that's called by people that import it. So we could check out when do we import GL form. Oh gosh. Okay. When do we? All right. I'm gonna do GL form destroy. Here's one. On notes, remove discussion note form.
Called in response to cancel on a different note form.
Ah.
Oh. So if you toggle between like a discussion and a note, would that do it? And that's probably why it's not reproducible.
Like it's a little flaky. That might have to do it. It could also be, here's another interesting thing that's happening with these listeners. You notice this is using jQuery to select everything, and it's selecting every markdown area that's currently there. Which means if I haven't like expanded a discussion, or if I haven't opened up the diffs or something yet, like that's not going to be there yet. And then I notice we also then call it on like destroy here, and that's going to happen like if I do a collapse of component things.
Right.
Yep. All right. You said you're 90% certain this isn't it. I think I'm 90% certain this isn't. But let's find out.
You shouldn't have said that.
Oh gosh, I'm so I cannot express this. Like I was really worried about this, and I was going to add console logs everywhere, and it was going to be really ugly. Oh, +1 for transparency. This is good. And here's the cool thing, though: we dog food our product, so we caught it first. Like, don't feel really bad when these things.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we catch it, and we can get it merged before the release. Cool. When was this merged?
Say 1 to 1.5 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, this will do it.
This is it.
Yeah, that those event listeners, we should have like we need to probably have a linter, and that may be if if we have some time, well, we can spend the rest of our time doing something productive. But besides fixing this issue, obviously, we should probably lint anytime you do a global off. Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
That's really scary, because of these kind of things. But let's check it out. Let's not. This might not be it.
After all the hype, better be it.
I know. After I know all of this, we're like, oh, and then it's not it.
Yeah. How funny would that be? Back to the console logs.
We had a plan B. So I'm gonna do something crazy too. I want to add some console logs to that slice. This is here, right? Yes. So I want to add some console logs to here, just to double check what's happening and whatnot. So, and add markdown listeners. Text markdown. Okay, I'm gonna open up. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see anything there. I think that was because we were reloading something. I don't know. What happened here? Why am I here? Okay. Let's go to this random merge request. It has a coffin on it. Oh, was that an avocado? No, I think it is a coffin. Okay. All right. So here we go. Yeah, here I am trying to test. What is going on here? Oh no. All right, that's a different issue. Well, I think I know what I'm going to do next. So here we've done some. Yeah, this is really annoying. We've done remove and add. Hello world. Great. I'm adding this comment. We have now removed markdown listeners.
And then now you can't do it.
Oh no, it's working. But why?
Wait. Do the name search just so we're like consistent. Because the emoji search could be different, right? Your example in the issue is name search. I just don't want to. I want to make sure we're on the same page.
No, that's working for me. Gosh, I don't know what these errors are. That's okay. All right, let's try to figure that out. Yeah, these are all working for me. Gosh, but those errors, that's
we can't get past that.
I know, it's really distracting.
Let me go.
You haven't removed that. You didn't remove that off statement yet, though, did you?
No, I don't.
No,
I have not. I'm now trying to see, is this even, this is a markdown area. Okay. And we are setting off on click.
Yeah, I guess that's, like you said, let's try and reproduce that. Because
I come back here. It's not working now. Okay, that's interesting. Why is that?
Maybe all of the, so remove listeners, remove.
Right, I have to filter something here. Okay.
Just so we're not.
Yeah. So here's one way I was able to do it, and I think it has to do like when we do the destroy callback for some of these. I want to be able to reproduce it consistently. so that we're guaranteed we know what's happening. So we've called remove markdown listeners, add markdown listeners. It would probably be nice to also include like how many markdown areas it's finding there. But here I am about to do this thing. Hello. All right, all that works. Oh, I don't, what are you doing? Why is it just jumping to pages? Sorry, I don't mean to be so frustrated. All right, here I am. I'm jumping back to here. This should work. Yeah, this works. Great. But I come back. Nothing's destroyed yet. I come back. This is all working. Okay. So that's not happening. I haven't run remove markdown listeners yet. What if I start doing, okay, now we just re-added markdown listeners for everybody again. If I start and cancel it. Okay.
So that's also weird, right? Like, why?
So here's what I think is happening. It is weird. At first, and the reason when it works, it's because this pop-up hasn't been created yet. So those listeners haven't been created yet.
Oh.
After the pop-up's been created, and then we remove listeners, now my pop-up listener is gone. That's what I think is happening.
Makes sense.
So let's try to create a test script that actually 100% reproduces it. And I think
also that listener, add markdown listeners. So that's doing them on all markdown boxes, right? So
it'll do it twice.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not ideal either.
I'm probably gonna suggest we revert the MR.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this works. I've got the suggestion thing is now created, but I come back to here and I say, whoops, cancel. Nothing's working. That's it. The suggestion thing has to be created, and then an event that triggers remove without adding them again. And that's going to happen if I do cancel or something, or on certain kind of destroy events or something. It looks like.
But are we sure that MR is the cause of this? Like, can we?
This is a really, yes. You're asking a really good question.
Okay.
Now let's just revert the MR locally and see if that actually fixes it.
Okay.
Okay. But does this test script sound like it's reliable?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So if this doesn't work, then we need to write the test, git bisect, and then magic.
Yeah. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. I have changes. It's not gonna like them. So I'll stash those. I'm gonna revert this commit. Great. Okay, maybe I can also then re-add my stuff by going pop. Oh well, okay, it doesn't like that. Does that look right to you all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All
right. So we got the listeners back. I've just reverted commit. I shouldn't have to refresh the GDK or anything. You don't. Okay. So if this ends up fixing it, you're not going to call foul or. I'm joking, Scott. I'm sorry. I'm picking on you now.
I'll just tell you it's a red herring. We should go back to the drawing board.
Oh yeah.
Was this happening to you in issues and merge requests? Yeah, probably.
I only observed it on merge requests, and I think it's because we do more of this comment destroying than on issues. But I think it's possible it can happen on issues as well.
Yeah, it's the same nodes component.
Yeah. Vanilla JavaScript, man. It's tough.
This is such a like a weird test case too. But now we know.
Yeah, so it would be really smart to probably write a feature spec for this. We could spend some time doing that if you all are. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, just I mean, like eventually we'll probably remove these JavaScript or like the jQuery listeners, so it'll be good to have that for when we remove them.
Yeah. Oh gosh, this is taking so long. Is it because it's?
I think it's because you're sharing your screen.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, I think so.
That's slow. Oh no, I'm getting some errors. Terminated with exception.
You might have to like reinstall your dependencies and do GDK restart because well, I guess actually maybe not. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a whole. I didn't think I reverted a whole lot, but I might need to.
You just reverted one commit, so.
It's taken a while, so I'll go ahead and do all of this. Which does bring, while this is going, maybe we can also investigate what's going on with that position thing.
Oh, but it's hold on, 1 second.
It was like this.
Yeah, I'm interested to see after you refresh your GDK if that still is there.
Yeah, I just
Like
did the same.
Happens.
I did the same thing. And I'm waiting for the page to load. I'm not getting these errors anymore.
You're not getting errors anymore?
No.
Okay.
That's on an issue. That's not on an MR. I could be wrong. Hold on. Let me do an MR.
Scott, I'm so glad that you were here and saw this. I would not.
Me too.
Yeah, this was really helpful, and this is a win. Like I think we caught this before it hits customers' machines. That's the goal. So.
Yeah, I can't reproduce those errors on an MR issue, so I'm not too sure what's going on.
The discussion position.
Oh, never mind. Oh man, I spoke too soon.
All over the place.
I spoke too soon. Yeah, it's you have to open a discussion. It's not a comment.
I think it's here.
Oh, look, this is
oh, here we go.
This is a plan thing. I'll take care of it.
Oh, you rock, Scott.
Like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll take care of this. Yeah, we're already fixing the issue on an issue, which is plan is also, so I'll go do the error stuff.
So I'm gonna add some I'm adding some comments here, just emphasizing that this is the new scripts.
If we do revert that MR, like I would like to reopen it though, because I think it's super useful and it would only take a few tweaks.
Yeah,
to get
I think that's a good call.
Okay.
The reason I would want to revert it is because it is doing this global selecting thing.
Sure. I don't disagree. Yeah.
No, okay. And I'm just like, that's a between the lines of trivial and non-trivial problems to solve. So I'm like,
I completely understand. Yeah. I've just like I've made MRs broke something and then reverted it, and I just like never got back to it. You know.
Yeah.
I know. So I just want to make sure that like we at least reopen it and
I think it's
identify what we can do.
So I have this thing, this utility I use, I call curl wait GitLab.
Well,
it just keeps pinging GitLab until it's ready.
You should give like
So you see,
It's
it's
been going
like,
for a while.
yeah. Oh no, something weird is something weird happening. Oh wait. Oh what? The Moses. Oh no, I think it's yeah, it's
I think
just
you might have to do yarn install to update your dependencies.
yeah. So I
Because
part of my script does that too.
oh,
I have this whole
okay.
like GDK refresh script.
Oh, okay. Huh. That's
Oh,
weird then.
I think it's working now. It's so helpful for me to think out loud with others. I really appreciate you all hopping on this pairing session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get you a rubber duck that you can put on your desk with our faces on it.
I'm so glad you brought this up because
Did you get one?
with my daughters, I'm working on this this robot.
Oh, cool.
Maybe I should have it boot up. Show it off while we're doing this. Which is basically going to be a rubber duck for me. You hit it and it says something random. That's all it does.
Just like program it to like say like inquisitive or like thoughtful questions, right?
That That's a really good call.
You know?
I like that.
Did you check your GDK? Are you sure about that?
That's a really good call. Okay, so we're here now.
All right.
Ready to go. And our script was, hello, we create this. Keys are working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I come here to do something like, whoops, cancel. We removed it. Keys still work. This is it.
I'm happy and not happy.
That makes sense, though.
I think this is it.
Okay.
All right. So let's do the reversion. Oh, here we go.
I'm listening.
Yeah, she's
Oh
listening.
my God, that scared me.
Yeah. So do you think we should revert the MR?
I don't like that.
Okay, well.
Me neither.
I'm gonna unplug you. Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, this is helpful. Yeah, I'm gonna create that MR revert. Do you guys have any other things you think might be cool to tackle, or you feel like this was a productive use of time?
Yeah, that was very productive. I'll go do the.
You're running into that discussion position stuff. Do you have a good idea of what that might be? It was also on merge requests, so it's a create thing too.
Well, let me see. Hold on. No, it's on issues as well. I'll handle it. Don't worry about it.
Sweet. All right. Feel free to ping me as the maintainer on that.
Is that's not blocking? It's not blocking. Making a discussion. No. Okay. Yeah, it's just an error, but it's not blocking naming or making a discussion or anything. So I'll go take care of that. But thank you for hopping on.
Yeah. If you guys have a little bit of time, we could pair on writing a feature spec for this. Like I don't really know what that would look like, and because we'd have to send like keyboard events and stuff. If you think that's interesting, or I don't know what your guys' time availability is.
I have to run.
Okay.
Cool. But I will watch the recording.
All right. Now, do you have some time, Peter? Are you?
Yeah. All right. I'll work on writing a feature spec for this, or
cool.
pair it with you.
Yeah. Do you want to drive, or I could drive it, or we can try to.
You can drive.
All right. See you later, Scott.
Thanks for the tip. Yeah, you can drive. You're already driving.
Okay. Let me go ahead and create this revert. And let the pipeline run in that thing.
I'm still like pretty new to RSpec and stuff, so.
Me too.
It'd be cool to write some feature specs for this.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a challenge, but it's actually like super helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think one of the things that'll be difficult would be sending like keyboard events and getting that information like I'm not entirely sure how to do that, but maybe we can spend just a little bit of time figuring it out. I don't think we'll end up solving all of it, but it'll definitely be learning together.
Yeah, I know you can do page.send keys or something like that in RSpec, I think, or in Capybara or whatever.
Yes, that is super helpful. So let's.
The only reason I know that is because I was just messing around with like QA spec end-to-end test earlier.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at this. All right, I'm gonna close my door real fast. Look at this. We've got some feature specs for this already.
Nice.
That rocks. I see these are like just EE stuff. I don't know. Oh wait, here's one.
Yeah,
okay.
There's probably I think there's like EE specific
Okay.
autocomplete stuff.
Oh, this is like testing some XSS stuff too. Hopefully I'm not revealing. Sorry. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So I kind of really want to see one for.
Oh yeah, see, there's a send keys right there.
Oh, where do you see it?
Where your cursor is right now.
Oh, awesome. That's super helpful. Cool. Yeah. So I wonder if we could do one for merge requests, because that's the one like I've really seen this.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think I see it so much right now. Or I don't see one for merge requests. Maybe we could do it for issues. What's consistently caused it was starting to type, getting it to create locally on the main comment box, but then commenting on a discussion. Do you think that there's any? Are there any areas that we create discussions? All right, let me just create something like over here at the bottom for. Oh gosh, there's so much here. Okay. Here's like testing assignees. All right, I'm gonna create one for context. We want to test key listeners, maybe.
Sure. So what file are we in right now? Oh, okay. We're in the autocomplete spec.
GFM
Okay.
autocomplete spec for issues.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
We should be able to test the same thing as long as we have a discussion, the comment. But what I'm not sure about is how do I create a discussion in RSpec land?
If you maybe look at like through the factories for like factories/discussion or something.
Oh yeah, factories.
Oh. Notes maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. So then do like note on
issue discussion note.
Oh, nice.
Cool. I think that's it. So I think I then want to let me see if I can find a example that's doing that. Discussion note on issue. Cool.
Nice. That's in the Epic, but I guess it uses the same thing. So.
Oh yeah.
It's probably. I think it's all the same.
Do you think it's actually going to create a whole discussion?
Can you go back to that factory? See what it does.
I should have left that open. Discussion note.
Class discussion note. So I don't know. I really know what that means, honestly.
Yeah, I don't really know what it means either. I guess.
I guess we can always like have it open up the browser and see if it's doing it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
It works. And then,
You do live debug, I guess.
yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
So visit.
Also, we got to make sure those variables exist, like issue and issue.project in here.
Issue.
In project.
I guess. Oh, gosh, this is huge. Oh, I lost my place. Okay. Looking for works. Okay. It looks like that'll kind of work. But I want to visit instead of issue assignee, which seems like a special kind of issue. I guess I just want to visit the regular issue.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay. Cool. And they're finding stuff by their IDs, and I guess we could kind of do the same thing. That'd be cool. But yeah, let's just run this.
Yeah, let's just see if it like does anything first.
Have we already talked about Spring before?
No, I don't know what that is.
It makes RSpec a lot faster. So I guess normally RSpec has to read all the Ruby files from disk. Like, I might not be right here. I think that's what it says, but Spring creates some sort of Spring loader server that like makes that whole process of loading some of these files a lot faster.
Nice.
That's my understanding of it. But because it does like some caching stuff, sometimes its behavior can be weird. So you may want to just be careful about it. But it does make things faster.
Nice. Yeah, that's rerunning the test when you're trying to write RSpec and you're kind of a noob takes so long.
Oh yeah, yeah, it takes a long time, especially like having to start up the live. Oh wait, instead of running the whole thing, I really should just run just that one bit. Oh no. Gosh, yeah, this is a huge file. Okay, all right. I think you can do 648 like that.
Oh, nice.
And so you see, last one it was like booting up the Spring loader, and now it's like using the same Spring process for doing something. I'm not entirely sure. This more closed. While that's loading, I'm just going to type this out. What's over here? SMR has some issues. SMR reverts. Oh, I lost that MR that it reverted. All right, this is still starting up. This MR reverts. Oh, here it is. Inadvertently introduced and disables the keyboard handling of autocomplete comment suggestions. I'll include some screenshots later. And I don't think we need a change log or anything like that. So I'm just going to delete this. Oh, but this one is, that's still running. Okay. Let me copy metadata from this one. Cool. Awesome. Just found the cause and for this and created a demo. Thanks. Oh, okay. All right, we're ready to go now.
Finally, geez.
All right. Someone special. I'm someone special now, I guess.
That's different than the last time I used live debug.
Okay, here we are. And it created a discussion.
Wow.
All right. We're ready to go.
Rest with us.
So what was our script again? Our script was start writing into here.
Yeah.
Hello, colon. I want to send. I think I want to send the keys, right?
Yeah, you might be able to do like type. There might be like a capybara typing command or something.
Okay, let's check that out. But it looks like this is note body, so that's how it's doing this thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, nice. Or yeah, I guess actually that's a pretty good example right there. That's what it's doing.
Yeah. Find note body within, what is it saying here? What is this timeline content form? What is timeline content form? Why does it have to do that instead of note body? Oh, that's this whole thing. Within timeline content form. It was really weird for it to put that. I don't understand why it would wrap that. I'm sure there's a good reason to it. I don't know. But I guess.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Oh, but this makes sense. I can just send these keys. Okay, cool. So I'm going to find note body. Let's see if this works. Find note body. Hello. I guess I'm looking for.
Hello. Yeah.
Like that.
Sure. Yeah. Makes sense.
What is going on here? Oh, this is waiting for that to show up. Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because it'll do some loading stuff. So I'm gonna wait for. Is there text here? Oh gosh. I guess I can just wait for the 100 to show up. Does that make sense? Why are we doing a find without like?
Yeah.
Okay. And then. Oh, so I can actually just copy one of these. Like this is doing the whole.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It's like that's pretty much exactly what we wanted to do.
Okay, so that's interesting. So why am I recreating one? I guess I want to rerun this right after. I want to rerun.
Oh, we can always like refactor it into once we get it working.
Okay, that's
like combined tests.
That's a really good call. All right.
I don't know. That's how I usually do it. Just copy paste first and then refactor later.
Yeah, that's a really good call. Okay.
When I'm a little bit shaky on like what we need to do.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, but here the first step to this is load the add who. But then we want to cancel a different note, right?
Yeah. So or even just leave a comment, I think was working for me, but yeah.
Okay. So I guess I want to
we need to
this add a reply button. Click button, add a reply. Do you think that'll work?
I can't remember how click button works, but it sounds good to me.
Or maybe I have to do reply ... I'll do reply ... Is that an actual ellipsis or dots? It's a dots. Okay. I clicked the button. And then I want to. Oh, this is note. Do we get multiple IDs when we do this? Maybe. So I guess I want to go to note 1. Oh no, I guess I want to go to, I'm trying to figure out how do I select this thing. Maybe
note.
yeah, maybe note. That works for me. Note. All right. Then with the note, I want to. Yeah, it's probably, we'll have to do some refactoring after this.
Definitely.
I guess I want to do native send keys. Oh yeah, I was saying whoops, and then I'd hit cancel. Click button, cancel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to go back to the note and I want to clear it out. I don't know how to do that.
I've actually seen, I actually saw this done in a test that I was looking at recently.
Do you think I could do like dot value equals empty or something? That's worth a shot.
Oh, you might be able to do that, but you can also do it with like send keys and do like Command A and then hit backspace.
Oh gosh.
But that seems like a little crazy.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But I was like, this is what I saw in like an end-to-end test. So,
yeah.
But yeah, you might be able, well, yeah, I guess note is like a DOM node as a variable now. You can try value equals, let's try it.
So then I want to wait for the 100 to show up again. But then I should do this thing, right? Or send keys enter. And then I would expect note dot to have, I don't know, value. I guess that's a thing to have. Maybe I can just do text, to have text hello 100. That should be it, right?
That'll probably work on the first try.
That's been my experience with Capybara so far.
I think you might have forgot the live debug though.
Oh,
so
did I?
I mean, I guess we can just see if it works, but
it's
kind of nice to see it in the browser.
Yeah, it's kind of want to just see if it works and then undo my revert and then see if it fails. But yeah, if I have to see, that's the thing. I know that there's a way to like open it in the browser without and run the script on it. I don't know how to do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
You can do like Chrome headless. You can set like a Chrome headless variable.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I don't know how to do that.
Let me see if it's somewhere in the docs. I always have to find it.
Man,
in our docs.
Whoa. Got some stuff. Undefined method value. Okay. All right, I need to figure out Capybara clear text area.
Yeah, so you can just add the variable Chrome headless equals 0 if you want to like run it.
Oh, cool.
In the browser.
That's really helpful. Oh,
nice. I didn't see the errors. Okay, yeah.
Value is not going to work, and it's because it's fill in, I guess. Fill in note. And I guess you don't need parentheses in Ruby.
Yeah, that's always confused me.
Yeah, that's really confusing. It's almost as confusing as not needing semicolons. Are you a pro or anti semicolon kind of guy
In Ruby?
in JavaScript or?
Oh, semicolon. As long as I have prettier, it doesn't matter to me.
That is a very wise response.
But in Ruby, or at least I don't have any auto formatter things, so I always forget stuff.
Yeah, Ruby doesn't have semicolons, I don't believe.
Okay, yeah.
It's one of the things that also really throws me off with like Python. Like, anyways.
But the no parentheses thing throws me off in Ruby all the time because we're not super consistent about it in our code base.
Yeah, yeah. I think the time like when you don't do it, because I guess everything is like a method. Like all your fields are methods or something. And so if something's like I can on a class, I guess I can like def a getter or something. Uh, and so I guess you kind of just have this gut feel if is this like a property or is it like a method? And um, anyways. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, there's an alert. No. Well, so if we don't want to deal with that, I was able to reproduce it by just adding a comment. It might be easier than having to deal with an alert, which might be kind of hard in Capybara, but I'm not sure.
I think we might be able to find. I'm fine with going that route. My only hesitancy is I was trying to recreate the one that I was doing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But if you're able to recreate it with creating a comment, we can just confirm that this fails on master. Like, so let's just, and that would be probably the fastest way to do it. So how could I create the comment? Oh, I guess I can hit a button like.
I mean, we already have this. We can just try and close the alert.
You want to just try that out?
I don't know. We're already down this road. If it's easy, we might as well do that. If it's kind of hard, then maybe we should try the other thing.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find this. Nope, not R. Let me see if I can find a spec for this here. Nope. Oh gosh. Okay. Alert.
Right here, you can just do page.accept alert, I think. It's like, or like accept confirm or something.
Page.
I don't know. I just Googled it, but.
That rocks. Oh, here we go. Accept.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what's going on there? That's interesting. So this, how do you use this?
It's like a callback kind of.
Yeah, it says I'm going to accept this alert, but then here's what you're going to do to trigger it. So I guess what I would do is.
Oh, that's weird. It's like backwards kind of.
Yeah. Alert. Like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I would not have figured that out.
That's weird. What do you think of that?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I know. So I was creating these voices through Google's. So you can like connect it to the API, like their Google Cloud, like, and you can configure their text to speech stuff, but it's technically costs money to do all of that. I was creating samples using their like demo tool and then like just using that API, converting it to an MP or converting it to a wave and like, but it's pretty fun. Like you can create I'm impressed with how text to speech has gone these days. It's a lot more advanced than when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's like a browser API too, I think you can use. It's built into Chrome, I think, right now.
Yeah, now that you mention it too, I know like Mac has like accessibility features baked into it as well. It'd be interesting to be able to hook into that to generate your own stuff. Oh, this is problematic because I think I guess I need to do note.fill-in.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Unable to find field. It's not disabled. What? Oh, because I forgot to wait for requests. Okay. Because I guess I'm canceling it and then it's like disables everything while I'm canceling it. Like I'm kind of thinking that might be it. Let's see.
Does it send a request when you cancel it?
Hello. Well, yeah, kind
I
of.
wouldn't think it would. But.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It might be because the node, maybe it's like recreating that node, the note node, and so you need to re-find it or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Like if it,
because
it's like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's it, but like that's a reference to like a DOM node, and then if it's recreated, then you have to re-find it. I don't know if that's it.
Yeah, I'm down for checking that out. That's interesting. That could be it. I don't know if it's gonna like fill in with. We'll see.
Yeah. Also, we might be using fill in incorrectly.
Yeah, there's a helpful, and there's like this for everything. There's a helpful Capybara cheat sheet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I always struggle with like RSpec docs, like finding what I want. Fill in.
Yeah, it looks like you can find something and then fill it in. Oh, but that's like finding in the form and filling in, I guess, a certain variable or something too. That's interesting. The flexibility of Ruby is like, and of Capybara, it's a little daunting, but at some point, I guess you just gotta lean into it. It's like, it knows what I want. Here we go. Yeah, I don't really know how to like. So what would you do to clean up this spec then?
Well, I mean, I guess if like it looks like the above one is doing similar stuff, so we could combine them and do like a before each or something, so they were not repeating the same commands. But
that's a good point.
I don't know. I was trying to get it working before I start combining stuff because then it just gets more confusing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, nice. So we got past that.
All right. I think have text is wrong. Expect note.value. That might be more accurate. I might need to do note.value to equal.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you do it.
Sounds good.
Let me double check what we're putting here and expect to wrap. Yeah, they're putting the note body into there. Yeah, I think it's note.value. I think the text bit was wrong, which makes sense because it's an input, I guess.
So when you're getting like, when you do find in RSpec Capybara, like find an element, are you getting back the DOM node, like, or is it a wrapper? I think it's like a wrapper around it, kind of.
That's a really good question, though. I don't think it's a wrapper because I'm pretty sure if you visited another page, like it's not gonna be a wrapper for it. I think it is the actual DOM now, which is interesting, and which is why you probably shouldn't do. They kind of suggest not doing selectors as and doing more like. That's probably why you don't see a whole lot of, hey, with this field, fill it in, because who knows? It could be, regenerated or somehow we visited another page or something. And that's probably why they want you to, and this is a good thing with these kind of tests, to prompt you to have more accessibility so that, things that you can look things up by ARIA labels and just a number of other things like that besides keeping a reference to something. Oh, it works.
Wait, why did it fail when it says expected and got is the same thing? Oh, there's a space.
Yeah. And sounds like
oh, that's because when you hit enter, it adds one extra space after it.
And that makes sense because then I can just keep typing emojis.
Oh, sweet, nice.
So that should be good. So we got our spec. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna commit this. All right, just for fun and giggles, let's go ahead and run it again so we see the green. But then if I revert,
revert the reverted.
Yes. Yep.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool. No, this is super helpful. Thanks so much for pairing with me on this, because I probably would not have done it on my own for sure. This is
no problem. It's helpful for me too. The more RSpec I write, the better.
Yeah, we learned how to accept an alert. That was cool.
How to send keys.
Send keys. So, yeah.
There might be a better way to do that. Maybe not.
Yeah, I feel
Can you not do fill in instead of send keys?
That's a really good question. Well,
because we're using fill in for. Oh wait, what does fill in do?
But so fill in, I think, is going to actually just programmatically set the value. Send keys, I think, is actually dispatch the key events, which is what.
So we do need to do that.
But it's interesting. You kind of wonder, hey, how come fill in isn't filling it in like a human would? Maybe fill in should be sending the keys. Like that would sounds like that'd be really helpful. I wonder if that's a configuration that you can set for Capybara. You said you were messing with some QA specs. Were you actually running them too?
Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out, but you can run it against GDK.
Wow. All right, looks like we're good.
Nice.
Add spec. Oh, and I want to get rid of this thing.
Yeah, because I changed like this simple text field to a GitLab UI component, and then there was a QA test to like improve UX, and then there was a QA test that was failing because of that change. So I had to update it, which took a while.
Was there a QA selector in the element?
No, we actually have like a follow-up issue to add some selectors to the GitLab UI component so that we can select it better.
That's interesting. That'll be interesting. Add spec for testing resilient key events for yeah, that's fine. I know Danger would be upset about me not having a body.
I always struggle with the 50 limit thing. It's hard to be descriptive in 50 characters.
Yeah, it is. All right, so I'm going to revert the revert and let's double check that. Or I could just rebase on top of master. That probably makes a lot of sense. Let's do that. Oh gosh. Cool. Nice. So yeah, I don't think I would have found this issue if it wasn't for Scott's inside knowledge, which is a little concerning because I'm like, what if he was on vacation?
Yeah, seriously. Got lucky. He's on the same time zone or similar time zone.
Yeah, so it seems to me to be the crux of the problem is doing something globally for all doing off for all listeners. And that's something I think we can probably add an ESLint rule for.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. Yeah. Or I guess I was kind of on the right track when I was messing around with the event listeners in the dev tools, but I guess maybe I just wasn't using it correctly, but it didn't look like any were being removed, which was what was confusing me.
So you can actually see listeners here? Like, can you show me what you're looking at?
Yeah, so like if you right click on like a link or something,
So
or like inspect a link, like inspect a link element or something that's clickable. And then go over to event listeners next to computed. So I was looking at like key down events to like see if any were removed or like added and stuff, but I couldn't like narrow it down at
Wow.
all.
This is so helpful.
But maybe it doesn't show jQuery events. I don't know. But yeah, it's super helpful when you're trying to debug stuff like this.
jQuery events. That's interesting because it might not. Because jQuery may do its own event thing.
Yeah, I think it has like its own event thing or something. I don't know.
That's scary. Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. So we expect this one to fail, and then we should be good to go.
So how did you revert that? You just rebased with master?
Yeah, I did. Yep. Just to get rid of the revert commit because I was already on master and so I was just rebasing with whatever my merge base was, and that happened to be master. So, yep, here we go.
Yeah.
It reveals the real issue. Before we were just entering a new line rather than actually handling it. So cool.
Nice.
We wrote a
That's
good
sweet.
feature spec. Yeah, I'm gonna push this up too. Awesome. Hey, Peter, thanks so much. This is so helpful.
You might want to it might make sense to do the feature spec in like its own merge request so that other fix can get in, because I feel like getting feature spec reviews takes a while.
Yes, no, and it's messy too. You're right. This is a really good call. But it's really helpful because that we wrote this spec because this is my screenshot,
Oh yeah.
This is my screenshot of it not working. But I could show, hey, when you rebase this off master screenshot, it works. So that's really sweet. Cool. Hey, thanks. This was so helpful. This is probably one of the most productive days that I've had. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye.
Thanks, yeah.